Life in Normal is quiet, peaceful, predictable. Until it isn't.
Why are they shooting at you?
I'm at a loss.
Buckle up for a whole lot of action, comedy, and a little bit of chaos in the new film, Normal. The star-studded movie features Bob Odenkirk as the new sheriff in town who takes extreme measures to survive after a bank robbery goes horribly wrong, setting off a chain reaction of unexpected events and revealing a small town's secrets. And if some of those scenes in that film maybe give you some John Wick vibes, you're on the right track. That's because screenwriter and producer Derek Kolstad, who is the original creator of John Wick, is also part of this new project. Normal is kicking off this year's Boston Underground Film Festival, and here in the flesh, we have the sheriff himself, Bob Odenkirk, and Derek joins us as well. Thanks, guys, so much for being with us.
The temporary sheriff.
The interim sheriff,
The
of course.
The substitute teacher sheriff.
And I had the chance to speak with the film festival's organizers. They are so excited to have you guys.
We're happy to be here. We love this film. We had so much fun making it, and so much fun as it came together in the post-production. And the voice that Ben Wheatley, our director, brought to it is comedy and horror film a little bit, but mostly action. And watching it gel and come together, it was a joy. And we can't wait to share it with audiences.
I had the chance to watch it early, the privilege, and in my mind, it is a pure action film.
Oh, thank you so much. I like to think of it as a film that knows it's a film and is very happy to be a film. And there's something about the, do you remember, oh, you probably don't remember, I'm Just a Bill, the animation thing?
I'm just a Bill.
Yeah, I'm only a Bill. This movie is a little movie walking around going, I'm just a movie. And he's got little legs and he's dancing. And he's happy to be here for your entertainment.
Well, why do you feel that way? I mean, you guys
it combines, I'll tell you. Stop interrupting.
Sure, Bob.
It combines comedy and suspense and a little mystery and a little bit of horror film. Come on, some of the deaths are pure horror films.
Some of them make you go...
Yeah, and action, big action sequence, and there's drama. So it's got all these elements of all these different kind of films that you love, all put together and building to a grand climax.
Because the other thing too is, you know, we get notes back from various parties, but the first John Wick had a long first act, first Nobody had a long first act, and Normal had a long first act, because if you just set out to do an action movie, you're doing it wrong. I think you set out just to make a good movie, and you care about this guy, you know? So by the time things go south, you're rooting for him, and that's what we want to do from the get-go.
The reason I ask is because you guys are acclaimed writers and actors, so I think to the average person, it seems like, of course this film is going to be a success. Did you feel that way going in?
Oh, you never know.
Yeah.
You just try your best, and you just ask yourself every day when you're working on it, preparing it, and then making it. What are we doing? What do we think we're doing? What are we actually doing? And then when you get the edit back, that's when you're like, okay, what did we do? We know what we thought we were trying to do. What did we actually do? And so, no, there's no certainty in this business, you know.
Oh,
there's too many moving parts, you know.
We get
we
it.
shot the film in Winnipeg, even though it's set in Minnesota, because we needed snow. And there's a big snowstorm. That's a part of the story. It's one of the reasons Ben Wheatley loved the story was it's man versus God. That's the snowstorm. And
getting it from all angles.
Yeah, we're getting it from all angles. And trying to deal with a snowstorm on film is very, very hard.
Oh, I bet it is. I have to ask because, you know, we are so excited here in Boston to have you guys. I gotta say, you're earning a lot of brownie points with Bostonians that you came here before New York.
Good, good.
Why did you choose to have Boston be kind of your East Coast premiere, if you will?
Well, you guys are having a film festival.
Yes.
That's a big reason.
And it's a big festival every year.
We want to get the word out about this movie, which is coming April 17th to theaters everywhere. And we wanted to start by getting the word out with people who go to film festivals, who love movies, who are going to love all the different tones of this film, and they can hopefully talk about it and spread the word. The other reason is Boston's a great city, and you got this great theater, Brattle Street Theater, that I've been to in my life.
Did you guys know Bob went on a date at that theater?
Yeah, with my wife of 29 years. Look out.
Derek, what made you want to come here to Boston?
My brother lives in Canton with his family.
Oh, amazing.
You know, so I have a soft spot for this whole region. We come out once or twice a year, so I love this city.
It seems like, from an outsider looking in, you know, John Wick, action. We know your most notable role, Saul Goodman, Better Call Saul. Also, action. You guys have these like complex characters, but you have that crime, exciting element. Was it natural for you two to work together?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we feel natural.
It seems natural.
I was doing Saul when I met Derek, and I had this notion that I could do an action film. I was willing to train, and I was known kind of around the world as Saul, and Saul is a guy who is clever, and he never quits, and he gets knocked down a lot. He gets thrown into dumpsters a lot, and he pops back out, and he goes back to the fight. And so the character I was known for had all the qualities of an action character, except he just didn't fight. That's the only component part that was missing. So I was willing to train, and did, and have been trained by the best in the business, Daniel Bernhardt, a stunt actor who you've seen in every action film you've ever watched. And so I've been trained by Daniel for years now, and I was willing to do that part. And then we were lucky enough to meet Derek, who was cooking up a story for a character like what I could bring to the screen, which is a guy you don't suspect of being capable of pushing back and fighting.
Well, I think the other thing too is we connect on the fact that I come from action, sci-fi, horror as a fan, you know, and he comes from comedy and drama, and we realized within the first couple of days of working together that the best action scenes are the same length and they have the same heartbeat as a great sketch comedy scene, right? And we also realized that where we connected was just bringing humanity to everything we do, because my favorite characters, their superhero power, if you will, is will and empathy. They're not the best at what they do, but they get up.
And you mentioned...
there is a point in this process where it is all Derek Kolstad, or in the case of this film, Derek and Ben, because I do lose I can only act and in that moment, because I'm a student of sketch comedy. That's what I did my whole life.
Right.
And
your time on SNL?
SNL, Mr. Show, Tenacious D, Tim and Eric, all these things. That's what I did for 25 years. And they did this. They learned this structure. They learned these component parts. And so they've built these wonderful films, Nobody, and now Normal, for me to inhabit.
I think what makes a great combination, and correct me if I'm wrong, is you said Saul Goodman didn't fight, but he did, maybe just not physically.
Right.
So I think you have that experience playing that character combined with Derek's expertise in action. I think that's what makes this film so compelling.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it is. It's
And
great
most-
team.
and the
And
other
we
thing-
have a great time together, too.
And the other thing too is we love our stunt crews, we love our stunt guys in second unit, but like Bob does as much as he can, and we as an audience member can recognize on screen, holy crap, that was him.
Well,
you
if
know?
I wasn't doing my own stunts, what the hell would I be doing all day? I'd be sitting around, because the guys fight like crazy. So I actually had an actor who you know, and I'm not going to say his name, who said, you don't have to do any of that. Just have a stuntman do it in your place. And I was like, well, what's the fun of that?
So
I
this
want to
movie-
do the fighting.
You're doing all your own stunts? Because I watched it, and
I do my own
that's
stunts,
crazy.
except if I fly through the air. Then that wouldn't be me, because they don't want me to get hurt.
Understood.
Anytime my character goes flying, usually backwards, never forwards, like Superman, back on his ass, except when I fall, which I fall twice in the movie Normal. If you want to watch me actually fall in real life, 2 times in the movie, which we love and which we leave in, because I ain't Jason Statham.
Sure.
I ain't The Rock. I'm Bob Odenkirk. I fall down.
Derek, what was it like coming up with some of these action scenes? Because I don't want to give anything away. There's a scene with a nail, and it's quite creative.
Well, you know, when you write these scenes in a screenplay, it's for the entertainment of the reader, and then by the time you get to pre-production, everything kind of needs to evolve, right? But we all loved that there is a setup and a payoff for every death, and that it's so much fun watching it with the audience, to your point of them going, ooh, or ah, or chuckling. And even with the opening scene, we just wanted that to be the filter to say, we're here to have fun, man.
Mm-hmm. And you think this film was fun?
Yeah, super fun.
Fun to watch.
It was great fun to make. And I was a little cold. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lie. Winnipeg is a cold place. It's colder than here.
Wow, that's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Bob was shivering when he came in
but
just
believe
now.
me, well, I'm dressed for style, not for warmth right now. Not my idea, but they want me to look good. And yeah, so we suffered a little bit, but we had a lot of laughs.
When you go to the film festival, I know there's going to be a question portion. Is there anything you hope people ask you? Is there anything you hope that they take away in the audience?
I always want to talk about the various actors. There's so many good character actors in this film, Normal.
You have a star-studded cast.
Yeah, and we have Henry Winkler and Lena Headey in the film. If you like Henry Winkler, you got to see him do this, because he's unlike any version of Henry Winkler you've ever seen. He loved playing it, and we love seeing him do it. And he's one of the great people off screen as well, one of the greats.
Mm-hmm. Well, and for me, I remember seeing a movie with my friends, and my first thought with a good one is going home and saying to my dad, I got a movie for us to see tomorrow night, you know? Because to me, I love watching movies with people, and I love watching movies with an audience, and this is the kind of one where you're strapping in and just going for a ride. And I do love that even at the screening, I would look around and people would be tapping each other's knees, kind of like, did you see that? You know, and that's awesome.
That has to be the best feeling in the world in your industry.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Speaking of audience too, what I love about this festival is that it goes to local theaters in our area. Why do you guys choose to have these premieres at these small homegrown theaters?
We're excited to show the movie in 35 millimeter. We're going to show it on digital because our films were dubbed off on the film in London, England, and customs won't let it through. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it through.
It's an odd one.
And we're going to show it.
That is an odd one.
And we're going to show it in theaters on 35 millimeter. Not everywhere, but in 5 cities, probably Boston, because you have theaters that can do it.
We do.
A lot of theaters don't have projectors any longer. But anyway, the movie opens on April 17th and all around. Well, film festivals tend to take place in interesting places where people are thinking and care about film.
True fans.
And have true fans. And they love this film because they know to watch closely and they know to catch up on it. They catch every little clue as to what the film is going to build to.
Those are the best kind of audiences.
They are the best kind of audiences. They are watching like this. They see everything. When I walk into the armory, when Sheriff Ulysses walks into the armory and he sees way too many guns for a small town, and he sees C4, which is a dangerous explosive, in bulk, the audience laughs because they know all of that shit's going to go off. The
counterterrorism grant, that line gave me a chuckle.
Mine was the way he delivered, why do you have that?
I have to ask, I'm getting the rap in my ear from so I have to ask an off-topic question if that's okay. How has it been to see your co-star, Rhea Shehorn, just excel when it comes to Pluribus? I saw you.
Pluribus is an amazing
presented her an award.
TV show, and all my friends work on that show. I became friends with that crew of people, which includes the crew, very much the crew from Better Call Saul, and also many of the producers, and of course the writers, Vince Gilligan being number one. You know, it's a joy. And Vince's willingness to go into new territory and leave the Breaking Bad universe behind, and then bringing Ray with him on that ride because she's so worthy. She's just a wonderful actress and a wonderful person. I mean, I'm just loving every minute of it. Except also when I watch, I know how hard those shows are to do. Mm-hmm. So when I'm watching Ray Seahorn and Pluribus, and I'm seeing a scene that takes place at night, I'm going, oh, they shot all night long. That was so hard. And I'm like, good for you, Ray.
And to wrap this up, one thing that people, when they're watching, you want them to notice, or something someone might not know that went on behind the scenes. I'll start with Derek.
You know, I think the big thing is, even when we wrapped Bob on the last day, Bob stayed around. Like, we really did love the cast and crew, and it felt like summer camp near the end. And usually at the end of a production, you just want to go home, you know? But there was a warmth, and the reason there is chemistry on screen is because there was chemistry behind the camera.
I'll tell you something that happened that you may suspect didn't. The police cars that go flying up in the air, they actually blew up like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's
Physically
real.
did it
That's
all.
not CGI.
Okay, I know we have to go, but I just have to ask, how do you do that without hurting anyone?
I know. It's an old film trick from Buster Keaton days.
Cool stuff.
I know. It looks like it should be killing those people. That's a trick. That's all done literally the way Buster Keaton would have done it.
Yeah.
Well, if that is not a great note to end on, and if that doesn't encourage everyone out there to get out and watch Normal, I don't know what does. Thank you guys so much for being here. Boston's so excited to have you. The film festival is just, again, I talked to the organizers. They're over the moon that you guys are going to be there.
Good.
And we can't wait to watch the whole thing.
And we'll see you guys on April 17th in the theater.